Most couples think the fight is over when the argument stops, when someone finally apologizes, when the mood lifts and the silence goes soft. It is not over then. Couples who stay together, the ones who get stronger after conflict rather than slowly more distant, they do something specific in the hours after every fight. It takes less than 10 minutes. Most couples never do it. Not because they do not care, because nobody ever told them it existed. Here is what most couples do after a fight. The argument ends. Someone apologizes or someone goes quiet. The tension lifts and you both move on. Maybe you watch something together. Maybe you just go to sleep. You tell yourself it is over, but ending the argument and repairing the relationship are two different things. And most couples never separate them. When you close the argument but leave the rupture underneath it unaddressed, that unfinished repair does not disappear. It accumulates. The next fight is not just one argument. It is that argument, plus the one from 3 weeks ago, plus the one from last month that technically ended but never quite healed. That is how couples who love each other start to feel like strangers. Here is how most relationships slowly fall apart. Not through one catastrophic fight, through dozens of small arguments that technically ended but never actually healed. Both people move on. Both people try, but something small stays lodged after each one. A little more guardedness, a little more distance, until one day you realize you have stopped bringing things to your partner because part of you is not sure it is safe. That is not a compatibility problem, that is a repair problem. The love is still there, the intention is still there. What is missing is the 10 minutes after the fight where the relationship itself gets tended to. And when we look at what couples who stay close actually do, it comes down to 5 specific things. Most couples do none of them. Couples who stay together after conflict have an instinct for repair. Sometimes it is conscious, often it is not. But when you break it down, it comes to 5 things they do after every fight that most couples skip entirely. Step 1, they wait for full calm, not just quiet. Step 2, they make a soft bid. Step 3, they check in on the relationship, not the argument. Step 4, they do a short debrief. Step 5, they close the loop with one thing. That might sound like a lot, but the whole sequence takes less than 10 minutes, and most of it is not a conversation at all. It is a signal. Let us walk through each one. Quick pause here. If you are watching this because you and your partner keep having the same fights and never quite recovering from them, this is exactly what we make videos about. Conflict, communication, the patterns that decide whether relationships last. We post a new video every week. Subscribe if you want more of this. All right, let us break down each step. Step 1, wait for full calm. Not just silence, full calm. Research shows that when your heart rate is elevated, you physically cannot process a conversation the way you need to. Trying to reconnect before both of you are regulated just reopens the wound. Give it time, real time. Step 2, make a soft bid. This is not the conversation, it is the signal that you are safe to approach. A cup of tea, a hand on the shoulder. Do you want to watch something? You are not solving anything. You are just saying, I am still here. Step 3, check in on the relationship, not the argument. Before you revisit anything that was said, ask one question. Are we okay? Not was I right? Not do you understand my point? Just, are we okay? That question does something the argument cannot. It puts both of you on the same side. Step 4, do a short debrief, not to relitigate, to understand. One question. Is there anything you needed from me in that moment that you did not get? You're not reopening the fight. You are finding the gap underneath it. Step 5. Close the loop with one thing forward. Agree on one small thing, not a list. Next time I feel that way, I will say something before I go quiet. That is it. That is how the next fight becomes smaller than the last one. That is the sequence. And once you start using it, something shifts. The fights do not disappear, but what happens after them changes completely. The recovery gets faster, the distance gets shorter, and slowly the fights themselves start to matter less because you both know the relationship is safe on the other side of them. We put together a full conflict resolution toolkit that goes deeper on all of this. It includes a debrief template, the full repair conversation, and scripts for the moments when one of you is not ready to talk yet. Link is in the description if you want it. Thanks for watching. We will see you in the next one.